Educational approaches. The curriculum. Students with mental retardation need a functional curriculum that will train them on the life skills, which are essentially the adaptive behavior skills. The goal and direction of a functional curriculum is towards self-direction and regulation and the ability to select appropriate options in everyday life, at home, in school, and in the community. The functional curriculum fosters independent living, enjoyment of leisure and social activities, and improved quality of life. A number of curricular programs for children with developmental disabilities are implemented in the United States and other Western countries. The Cognitive Curriculum for Young Children, or CCYC, is a major curriculum effort that is based on Piaget's theory of cognitive development, Vygotsky's zone of proximal development, and Feuerstein's concept of mediated learning. The CCYC builds its instructional program around the child's deficits in cognition where mediated learning is applied. Estimates of child maximum learning potential are derived from his zone of proximal development that is determined by comparing the child's actual level of performance to his performance under the teacher's direct supervision. Another intervention program is the Instrumental Enrichment Program, wherein the child is trained to develop a sense of intentionality and a feeling of competence as a result of structured mediated learning environments. Instrumental enrichment is done by the use of set of tools dealing with required thinking skills, and it is designated to significantly promote learning and thinking processes. Montessori method. Montessori method aims to develop the child's sense of self-mastery, mastery of environment and independence by focusing on his or her perceptual and conceptual development, as, as well as in the acquisition of skills and self-care and daily living activities. Montessori is a method of education that is based on self-directed activity, hands-on learning, and collaborative play. In Montessori classrooms, children make creative choices in their learning, while the classroom and the highly trained teacher offer age-appropriate activities to guide the process. Ypsilanti Prairie Preschool Project. The cognitively oriented curriculum is used in teaching disadvantaged children with mild retardation who are 3 to 4 years old. The curriculum and related instructional strategies in Ypsilanti Prairie Preschool Project were derived from Piaget's development theory. The goal of Prairie Preschool Project was to improve disadvantaged children's capacity for future success in school and in life. Portage Project. Portage Project uses the precision teaching model to deliver a home-based curriculum in language, self-help skills, cognition motor skills, and socialization. The parents are trained to teach their children using behavior modification procedure. The Portage practitioners aim to empower the parents to make informed choices about their child development while supporting them to feel confident in their own abilities. Carolina's Abidarian Project. Its curriculum designed around the interaction of consumer opinions or the goals that parents have for their children. Piaget's developmental theory, development facts, adaptive sets, and high-risk indicators. Methods of instruction. Applied Behavior Analysis, or ABA, which is derived from the theory and principles of behavior modification and the effects of environment on the learning process. So applied behavior analysis, or ABA, is a scientific approach to understanding behavior. The ultimate goal of ABA is to establish and enhance socially important behaviors. Task analysis. Task analysis is the process of breaking down complex or multiple skills into smaller, easier learned subtasks. Active student response, or ASR. Active student response, or the observable response made to an instructional antecedent, is correlated to student achievement. ASR is a powerful set of low-cost strategies teacher can use to improve student achievement. ASR occurs when a student makes a response by answering questions. The more opportunities the student has to respond, the increased likelihood the student is learning. ASR is designed to engage all students regardless of class size, and ASR avoids the common problem of having only high achievers answer questions, while low achievers remain silent. Systematic feedback. Systematic feedback through positive reinforcement is employed whenever needed by rewarding the students' correct responses by simple positive comments, gestures, or facial expressions. Positive feedback helps children develop a growth mindset as they understand the importance of practicing skills. Failure can be avoidable when children put in hard work and are motivated to improve in performance the next time. Lastly, educational placement alternatives, or alternative placement. Educational placement alternatives is the removal of a student from his or her school on a temporary basis for period of time. Educational placement options include the general education setting, special education placement, self-contained educational placement, and out-of-district placement. In the past, children with mental retardation were usually placed in self-contained classes. The special curriculum emphasized the communication arts, mathematics, self-help skills, social and recreational skills, motor skills, and pre-vocational and vocational skills. Though the traditional approach is still relatively common, increasingly, students with mental retardation are now included in mainstream schools and even regular classes. This is particularly the case for those with mild to moderate retardation. Typically, these students receive their special education in either a resource room, where they work with a special education teacher one-to-one, or in a small group, or in the regular classroom where the special education teacher works with them. In this model, the amount of time students spend outside the regular classroom depends on their individual needs. Thus, some may spend nearly the entire day in the regular classroom, while others may be there for less than an hour.